Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, Amy and I are back, and the title is probably
a shock.
Well, people probably like, put it this way, people have seen this title and they've probably like laughed. They've been like, oh my god, like after that last video. We just came off the back of doing Gojira, The Gift of Guilt, and Amy has openly said that she thinks it's too heavy.
Hello, Dad.
Oh, it's you.
How are you? Here, I would tell you to get in, but my camera's about to overheat and explode, so fuck off. Where was it? Yeah, so people probably laughed after the last video if you watched that. It was The Gift of Guilt by Gojira, and Amy, well, to be fair, you didn't give out about the heaviness. You just gave out, not gave out, but you weren't the biggest fan of the vocals.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna do a track called. But these were in the poll that we did. They're probably like the least voted for, but they're not the biggest band. They're called ANNIHILATOR, and just by the name, it's quite hilarious. But this track is called ntcrusher. So yeah,
Okay.
it's probably the most brutal track that you will ever find. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I've done this before. I personally think it is an unbelievable track. It's not my daily listener. Like, I don't listen to this on the daily by any means, but it is one of the most technical songs you'll ever hear. It's the lyrics. I'm going to get the lyrics on screen as well, but I apologize in advance. They're absolutely not family friendly, and I don't think you'll ever want to come back on the channel after doing this. But fuck it, let's just go into it. There's no point of hyping this one up. All right, now this is a lot. Like, I'm not like all jokes aside. This is like it's definitely not funny. Like, it's the most ridiculous lyrics I've ever heard in my life. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Let's just get into it. ANNIHILATOR, ntcrusher lyric video. I can't believe I'm doing this, but this early. I knew we were going to do it at some point, but I just can't believe we're doing it this early. All right, let's just go.
On a Friday night.
Yeah, on a Friday.
What better way?
Let's go. I just point out, remember I spoke about the double bass pedals?
Yeah.
You hear that? Like, there's a drum cam playthrough of Aaron Kitcher, who's the drummer of this band, doing this, and it's like so mental that people are like, oh, he's basically like, it's not real. People think it's like edited and tampered with, because I have watched it and I can't see any tampering with it. It's crazy. There's a lot of controversy behind it. I personally think it's all legit. Just to note that, how keep an eye on the lyrics, because they are funny, because they're so ridiculous. It's basically like them going against the Catholic Church. They're really against like religion and stuff, so they're basically going against that kind of thing. I believe it's been a while since I listened to this track, because you need like a fucking baptism after listening to it. Yeah, just what was it?
He sounds like a cat.
I love this part. This part is fast. This actually gets like, this is where it gets really weird. I'm actually regretting doing this thing. You never want to come back in the channel again. it's because I've done that before. It didn't seem as bad the second time around. It's probably horrible for you. Like. I did warn you, like.
Yeah.
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 But I feel like I think I maybe have done a longer version, and it just felt so drawn out, and I was like, this is exhausting. Like, I remember like physically feeling ill. Like, imagine, like, it's just mental. Like, but yeah, that was Infant Annihilator.
See, the weird.
If you say you like this more than fucking Gojira.
But as in, I wouldn't listen to either of them.
Okay, fair enough.
But like, I would prefer to listen to that for one time than the other one. Like, I would enjoy that more, even because it's like so something I wouldn't listen to.
That's kind of what I thought with Gojira. I was like, do I throw her into something that is so on the deep end that it actually makes sense to do because it's so in the deep end, or do I do something that's in the deep end but Gojira and do like a track that's like quite melodic from them? That's why I was kind of like, all right, we'll do a Gift of Guilt then, because it's like in the middle. But then I was like, you know, when you said the vocals thing, I was like, fuck, I should have just lobbed her in the deep end. And I was like, let's do Infant Annihilator.
Like, sometimes with songs like this where it's more proper screeching, kind of like, where I swear half them lyrics he wasn't even singing.
Oh,
or like there was no.
There's simply no way around
like,
calling that singing. Like,
or like, as in,
I don't care what way
I
you
couldn't
look at
even hear some of the lyrics that I was seeing on the screen. I could hear noise.
Yeah. Oh, you need lyrics for this, 100%. Like, yeah.
So I don't even know if they were singing at some point.
Yeah.
But I kind of lost my train of thought.
Well, this is a band that's like, remember I said you listen to like a certain level of heavy, and you get to the next level, and you kind of want a little bit more. You just naturally become used to listening to a track. It's like if you get sick of listening to one artist all the time. It's like you might get sick of listening to a certain level of heavy, and you kind of like, you might hear a certain heavy segment in a song, you're like, oh, that sounds good, but you still have all the like the other elements of the track that sound good to you. Like maybe you like more hip hoppy, chorusy, or a poppy sound to it, and then you get the little heavier part, and you're like, oh, that sounds good. Then you're like, oh, let's just try the whole track if it just sounds like that all the time. And I feel like this is like the final boss of like that level of heaviness. There is a lot of bands, but these guys combine the brutality of the instrumentals, but they also combine that with the brutality of the lyrics. So it's just like you can't get much heavier. It's like they're talking about the maddest shit ever. But that's why, like, this is the first track I heard by them, and it was a very funny video to do, because I was like, probably like you, I don't know how you, like, I could see you kind of in the corner of my eye, but like I was literally like, felt like I was going to throw up. But there is a video of Aaron Kitcher, like I said, playing this track on drums, and it brings, at the start I didn't love it, I just loved it because it was a funny video to make. But then I watched the drum cam of it, and I was like, all right, yeah, it's not the kind of music that I want to listen to on a daily basis, but like, yeah, I can get why people are like really obsessed with these guys. They're very talented. Anyway, guys, that is going to be us for the video. If you did enjoy and you do want to see more, because to be fair, like, they are fun tracks to do because they're so out there. Like, their lyrics are always mental, and it would be funny to probably do a few more. But we'll leave it up to the people. Let us know, guys. Amy, what did you think? To sign off, don't say the fact that you even mentioned that it was better than
I can't get behind the other one because it's too, like, I can't find any sort of rhythm to the other one with that type of singing. Where this one, even though it's not really much better singing, like, as in, it's kind of just screams throughout the whole thing, so I can, instead of it kind of like stopping I feel like the other one.
Yeah, that one definitely did have a lot more of it. I suppose a traditional down. There was like, to be fair, there was a lot of different grooves and stuff in that track, but there is, like I said, there was grooves in that track, and listen to it again after, it's probably like the 5th time I've heard it, probably maybe more, but there is actually like a lot of groove, like boom, down. Like, there's a load of cool parts in that track that, like, I can see where you're coming from, whereas Gift of Guilt is probably like I think it's like a real metal lovers track. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But anyway, guys, that's us. Sign out for the video. Thank you as always for watching. Drop a like in the video. Make sure you're subbed. Let us know in the comments what we should do next. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We're signing out. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.